Yamaha R15 V3 Specifications Review of the Yamaha YZF R15 V3 Specification Breakdown and Analysis. Overview. One of the most loved and renowned sport bike in 150cc category is Yamaha's R15 V2, which is in the market from 2011. That means it's been a long time since the second iteration of R15 series, and now it needs to be refreshed as Honda and Suzuki has launched very aggressive and modern bikes in the market. So, in 2017 Yamaha launched a new version of R15 in Indonesia, which is the Yamaha YZF R15 V3. But, the problem is the bike is not actually refreshed, it is actually a whole new bike with new engine, new design, and everything about this bike is new except for both are sport bikes. Let's see how this new iteration actually is and if it is worthy to be in the YZF series. Design. Design-wise, this bike is a mixture of beauty and aggression. The R15 V3 is designed following the newest R1 and R6 design trail. The new body design, the tail sections are definitely from the elders of Yamaha's new R-series design. The front fairing, tail section along with the fuel tank is designed to make the bike feel muscular and aggressive look. The front visor is more rounded and the whole front is redesigned to make the bike more aerodynamic. Also, the headlamps have been redesigned to go with the aesthetics and also LED now. The version 3 has got a proper clip-on handlebars and upside-down forks like some higher capacity bikes. The air intake in the front is also been widened and inspired from the R125. The neck bar is redesigned and has some holes in it which creates minimal airflow directed to rider's face while riding. It also reduces the drag created by the windshield. The rims, the seats, the tail lamp, the swing arms, the discs, the number plate holder, everything are redesigned. Remember, we complained about the pillion seat of the version 2 for being small, it is way smaller now. Kind of we saw in the M-Slaz, but now there is something to grab onto unlike the version 2. It is a super sports bike, so complaining about it won't matter. Nothing in this bike is old. The bike now feels very new and will be a perfect rival against the Honda CBR 150R and Suzuki GSX-R 150. Instrument console. The Yamaha R15 V3 has got an all-new instrument console that has been designed by Yamaha specially for this bike. This is an all-digital unit which has a tachometer, speedometer, odometer, 2-trip meter, average fuel consumption meter, a fuel gauge and a gear indicator. The console looks very new and very premium. There is red light over the console as rev limit indicator. The console is also equipped with the important indicator lights. Switch gears. The switch gears of the YZF R15 V3 are standard and of premium quality as every Yamaha bikes. Other switch gears include pass lights, headlight switch, and other common switches included push button start and engine kill switch. Engine. Any YZF engines of any Yamaha bike is the best in its class. It's made in that way. The YZF engine on the R15 V3 is no difference and an upgrade to its previous version. It is a single-cylinder, 155cc, liquid-cooled, 4-stroke, SOHC, 4-valve, fuel-injected, blue-core engine with 58mm bore and 58.7mm stroke. The engine has 11.61 compression ratio. With all these, the engine is capable of producing 19.0 bhp of peak power at 10,000 rpm and maximum 14.7 nanometer of torque at 8,500 rpm. The cylinder is made of diasyl, which is a cast of aluminum with 20% silicon in it. This kind of casts are very strong, have much higher melting point temperature, and also very efficient in heat dissipation than traditional iron cast cylinders. The piston is made of same aluminum cast with the aluminum forging process developed by Yamaha in the late 90s. The reason behind all these is more power and less weight. The fuel injection is controlled by a 26-pin ECU which measures the amount of fuel needed depending the throttle position, environment, and delivers the optimum amount of fuel using small fuel pump, regulator, filter and fuel injector. For breathing, Yamaha used a large air cleaner and the intake duct is also optimized for most optimum airflow. So in terms of engineering, Yamaha gave the maximum in this case. Transmission, clutch and final drivetrain. The Yamaha R15 V3 is mated with a 6-speed return-type gearbox. This transmission uses a wet multiplate type clutch. The gear shifts are international pattern, that means 1 down and 5 up. The bike is equipped with a toe shifter. The final drive is chain and sprockets. Electronics. The Yamaha R15 V3 uses a GTZ4V or YTZ4V 12 volts 3.5R battery. The bike uses a TCI ignition system controlled by the 26-pin ECU. The bike has a LED lamp for low beam and high beam, tail, brake LED light setup, LED turn signal light. Wheels and tires. The R15 V3 got an upgrade in this section prior to the V2 and now equipped with 180th 17M C52P tire in the front and a huge 140/70th 17M C66S tire in the rear with 17-inch 5 dual-spoke alloy rims. These rims are also new. Brakes. The R15 V3 comes with a larger 282mm disc brake with dual piston caliper in the front and 240mm disc brake at the rear with single piston caliper. The whole braking setup is upgraded and should deliver more aggressive and linear braking performance. Suspension. The R15 V3 is equipped with an upside-down coil spring, oil-damped forks at the front and a link-type monoshock at the rear, which are attached with newly designed cast aluminum swing arm. This suspension is okay in this segment for soaking up bumps but offers great stability at high speed. If comfort is needed, this bike is not for comfort. Chassis and dimensions. Yamaha used a Delta box type frame for the foundation of the R15 V3, which gives better stability on any time. The Yamaha R15 V3 has overall length of 1,990mm, width of 725mm, height of 1,135mm and ground clearance of 155mm, wheelbase of 1,325mm. The wet weight with tool kit, oil and 100% of fuel of the bike is 137 kg. These mean that the bike has an average footprint in terms of dimensions for a sports bike. Comfort and handling. The R15 V3 is not much of a comfortable bike to ride thanks to its very skinny seat, and also the pillion seat is not much usable. But the shocks are well engineered shocks. The handling of this bike is tough in the city traffics as always, but easy in the highways thanks to its 815mm seat height and 1,325mm wheelbase. As the bike is super sport and obviously it has the same riding posture that needs to get adjusted. The bike has 155mm ground clearance, which is enough for any road condition on Bangladesh. Performance. Yamaha R15 V3 is made for performance, so it should deliver, otherwise it would be a disappointment. Thanks to Yamaha's top-notch engineering, this bike delivers. The bike is made for handling performance as well. The performance on the traffics and city roads might not be that impressive, but in the highways or in the tracker hills this bike rules. It's a very flickable bike. But one thing that this bike is not capable is fuel efficient. It burns fuel like a 250cc or 300cc bike. That means 30 to 35 kmpl while ridden carefully, but in full throttle it goes down to 25 to 30 kmpl sometimes. Conclusion. The Yamaha R15 V3 is an upgrade over the old V2. This is the 2017 performance machine from Yamaha in the 150cc super sport segment with performance, elegance and style like its elders. If someone can afford it, then highly recommended.
Subscribe our channel to get more updates. Press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.